Nobody talks about this part of being a good person. They tell you to be kind. They tell you to understand others. They tell you to stay patient. But no one tells you what happens when you do all of that for too long. Because being a good person doesn't destroy you loudly. It happens quietly, slowly, in silence. You don't even notice it at first. You just feel tired, emotionally tired. You feel like you're always giving, but somehow ending up empty. And the worst part? You start wondering if something is wrong with you. You replay conversations in your head. You overthink your words. You ask yourself why people change, why they stop caring, why they leave without explaining. But here's the truth. They didn't leave suddenly. They just stayed long enough to take everything you were giving. Good people don't walk away easily. They stay when it hurts. They stay when it's uncomfortable. They stay even when they're not appreciated. Because good people believe effort matters. They believe loyalty matters. They believe intentions matter. And that belief slowly becomes their weakness. Because the world doesn't reward effort. It rewards value. When you are always available, people stop valuing your time. When you always forgive, people stop respecting your boundaries. When you always understand, people stop explaining themselves. You become predictable, and predictable people are easy to take for granted. So you keep adjusting. You tell yourself, maybe they're busy. Maybe they're going through something. Maybe I'm expecting too much. And every time you do that, you abandon yourself a little more. You answer messages faster than they do. You check on people who never check on you. You remember details about their life that they don't even notice about yours. And slowly, a pattern forms. You are always there, but no one is ever there for you. Not when you need support. Not when you're tired. Not when you're breaking. And when you finally stop trying. People notice, but not in the way you expect. They don't ask if you're okay. They don't ask what changed. They just disappear. And that silence hits harder than any argument ever could. That's when loneliness shows up. Not the dramatic kind, the quiet kind, the kind where your phone stays silent, the kind where you scroll endlessly, hoping for something to distract you, the kind where you feel invisible, even though you've never been more self-aware. And you start asking dangerous questions. Am I boring? Am I not enough? Why does this always happen to me? But the problem was never that you cared too much. The problem is, you cared without boundaries. You gave access to people who never earned it. You stayed loyal to people who were only loyal to convenience. Some people don't want connection. They want comfort. And once they get it, they leave. Not because you weren't enough, but because you were convenient. This is why good people feel lonely in modern life. Because today, relationships are transactional. As long as you're useful, you're included. The moment you need something, you're inconvenient. And good people struggle with this because they were never taught how to walk away. They were taught to stay strong, to be patient, to keep trying. But no one taught them when to stop. Then one day, something changes. Not suddenly, quietly. You stop explaining yourself. You stop reaching out first. You stop chasing closure. And the silence becomes permanent. At first, it hurts. It feels like rejection. It feels like loss. But slowly, something else happens. You feel lighter. You're no longer waiting for replies. You're no longer adjusting your worth. You're no longer proving your value. And that's when you realize something powerful. Being alone isn't what broke you. Being disrespected did. Loneliness didn't drain you. People did. Peace feels unfamiliar at first. Because you're used to chaos. You're used to emotional noise. You're used to fixing, explaining, chasing. But peace doesn't ask for that. Peace doesn't make you question yourself. And that's when the shift happens. You don't become cold. You don't become heartless. You become selective. You stop giving everyone access. You stop over-explaining. You stop proving. You still care. But now, you care with boundaries. And that changes everything. Because the moment you respect yourself, the wrong people remove themselves. And the right ones don't need convincing. If you're alone right now, it doesn't mean you failed. It means you're learning. And that lesson, as painful as it feels, is the beginning of peace.